You are probably here because you love plant medicines. And working with plant medicines, there is a hazard of the job, so to speak, that it just opens us up to taking on other energies, spiritual entities, people's emotions, projections, like you name it. All kinds of things that both life and the increased vulnerability and sensitivity that a plant medicine space creates. And so it is very often the case that we feel toxic, slimed, like we're carrying something that isn't our own, or even if it is our own, that we want to purify it. So in the shamanic practices, purification is one of two most important skills and understandings to master. The other is protection. But purification needs to be the first priority because it doesn't do any good to protect a container that is already invaded or toxified in some ways. So there's a lot of different really effective and magical ways to create a sense of spiritual and energetic purification. We do a lot of things to purify our physical bodies. You've probably done some level of detoxifying, taking supplements, doing fasting, doing saunas and cold plunges and all kinds of things to help the physical body reset from the world that is invariably very toxic. Energetically, it is just as important. Consider it energetic hygiene. The same way you take showers and you do things to keep your physical body clean, it's important to do the same for the spiritual and the energetic body, especially if you work with plant medicines, just because it amplifies that sensitivity. Some of the things that I do, and I've had years and years of training in shamanic spaces and have got to learn from a lot of really powerful shamans and maestras. I like working with plants first and foremost because that is the core of my training. So I work with powerful plants that are known for purification. Some of my favorites, well, my number one is white sage. You won't find a more powerfully detoxifying, purifying, especially on an energetic level, than sage. You probably know that you can work with sage as a sacred smoke and purify your energy field. You can also drink her in small amounts to purify the physical body too. Make sure that it is something that is healthy for you first and foremost, but it's my go-to when I feel like there is stuff in my field, my body, that I want help removing. Go gentle because she's powerful. Other plants that are really beautiful to help us detox. Mugwort is powerful. Rosemary is powerful. Honestly, I could talk for days. Tobacco is powerful. There are so many purifying plants. It's really wonderful to create a relationship with them first and foremost through the smoke. It's a much safer way to get to know the vibration and how it feels to have that plant in its essence, because not all of us get along with all plants and vice versa. But there are many plant allies that can help you in that purification. Also working with crystals, working with the earth, really any elemental work. So you can work with fire, you can work with water, air, and the earth itself with the intention of purification, because all of the elements have this capacity. We have to ask them to help. We have to create rituals that are connected and meaningful, that are sacred, and we have to open ourselves to the allowance of that energy to come in and help us. Fire is one of my favorites. Doing a fire ceremony, giving things to the fire, my anger, my resentment, my fear. Fire is an alchemist and can help purify that. It feels so good. Even if it's a single candle, you can work with that element to help you purify. You all take showers and baths. The next time you do so, ask the spirit of the water to help you cleanse. Again, gotta let it in. The power of intention, even with things we already do every day, like a shower or a bath, can amplify so much the capacity for these tools, these allies we already have to really help us. Then there is the whole sort of realm of visualizations, mantras, just if, for example, you're aware that maybe something's in your solar plexus, you can really feel it. You can sit, power of your hand and intention, and visualize that energy coming up and out, up and out. And if you do so repeatedly and with conviction and with the trust and faith that it can transform that energy, it will. So what you're going to notice here is the suggestions that I'm giving, all of them are only as powerful as what you believe them to be. So if you feel really connected to a modality, then go for it and commit yourself. Don't expect the first time you do it, it's going to be complete. It takes building a relationship and a trust in the method or the ally, the process that we're engaging in. Of course, it takes time. It is a process, but I encourage, if you're listening to this, you're called to create at least one powerful shamanic ritual of purification. Anybody on this path for a lick of time ought to have one. So important that we prioritize that, because we're sensitive beings and the world is crazy out there, both in our 3D world and the 5D, etc. So committing to purification is such a beautiful act of self-love. If you have any specific questions for me, please leave a comment below. Make sure to follow Plant Medicine People. I'm Kat Courtney, CEO of Plant Medicine People, and it's an honor to walk this path with you. Thank you for listening.